For more on this, we are now joined by Amish Tripathi. Amish is a renowned author and he's joining us live from Mumbai. Amish, thank you so much for joining us. First up, I want to ask you, and for all our global audience that is watching with a lot of interest at this particular event that is going to take place in Ayodhya on Monday, if you could just tell us about the significance of this event to India and globally as well.
No, it is a civilizational moment. There's no doubt about this. It has almost never happened in human history, especially in the last 2000 years, that a pagan idol worshipping culture, which has lost its temple when invaders have destroyed one of its temples and built another worship place on top of it. It's almost never happened that the pagan idol worshipping culture has rebuilt its temple. It didn't happen with the Greeks, didn't happen with the Romans, the Pharaonic Egyptians, Mesopotamians, Central Americans. Once it's gone, it's gone. It is a civilizational moment for India, no doubt. This is, of course, going to have a massive, and at most prosaic level, it'll have a massive economic consequence on Ayodhya and indeed across the country. I think at a deeper level, it'll also aid national consciousness, as used to happen in our ancient large temples, because pilgrims would come from across India to large temples. It would aid the building of a national consciousness. Diana Eck, a brilliant American scholar and writer, had said that ancient India was not built on the power of its kings, it was built on the footsteps of its pilgrims, as people from across the Indian subcontinent went to major temples across India. North India, most of the ancient temples were all destroyed in the invasions of the last 1,000 years. The rebuilding of this will herald a change.
Amish, you have authored the Ram Chandra series. My understanding is that you have researched extensively into Ramayana and Lord Ram. Help us understand the significance of Lord Ram, and not just as somebody who is revered and worshipped, but as somebody, but just as a spirit that Lord Ram embodies, his teachings and what he signifies overall.
Look, Lord Ram is, of course, a Hindu god that we idolize and worship. But many other religions also trace their ancestry to the same dynasty that Lord Ram was from. Gautam Buddha was from the Ikshvaku dynasty, which is Lord Ram's dynasty. Rishabh Dev, who is the founder of Jainism, was from the Ikshvaku dynasty. Many say that Guru Nanak Dev Ji of Sikhism was also from this very dynasty. But more than that, I think equally important of Lord Ram as a god, I think he is in a way the eternal king of India. He represents a very different model of kingship. There was one model of kingship which is called, the King Dhritarashtra model. You must have heard of the term Putra Moh, obsession with your children. And the King Dhritarashtra model was that he put his family above his nation and his people. Lord Ram was the exact opposite. He put his nation and his people above his own family, above everything else. And that is a model of kingship that Indians have been obsessed with for centuries, indeed millennia. That is why even today, the best way to, for most Indians, they believe that the best way to run a country is Ram Rajya, literally the rule of Ram.